Over 1 billion people don't use toilet paper, and they're actually healthier for it. Sounds crazy? Stick around, because what you're about to hear might just change your bathroom routine forever. Remember the great toilet paper shortage of 2020? Grocery aisles wiped clean, people hoarding rolls like it was gold. In America, not having TP feels like a crisis. But imagine this. What if I told you that an entire country with over 1 billion people never needed it in the first place? In India, toilet paper is the exception, not the norm. For generations, people have relied on something much simpler: water. No stacks of Charmin, no panic buying, just water. And honestly, it might be one of the smartest and most sustainable habits on earth. To many Americans, the idea of cleaning yourself with water might sound, well, gross. But let's flip that thought for a second. Imagine you spill peanut butter on your arm. Would you wipe it off with a dry napkin or rinse it with water? Exactly. Water cleans more effectively than paper. It's basic logic. And in Indian culture, this method isn't just normal. It's deeply rooted in values of personal hygiene and spiritual purity. The left hand is traditionally used for cleaning, while the right hand is used for eating. It may sound odd at first, but for Indians, it's just second nature. A practice that teaches mindfulness and respect for cleanliness. Here's where science backs it up. Doctors actually recommend washing over wiping. Why? Because toilet paper can cause irritation, hemorrhoids, and doesn't remove all bacteria. Water, on the other hand, leaves you cleaner and more refreshed. Some studies even show a reduced risk of infections and better personal hygiene outcomes when water is used. And if you're thinking it's unsanitary, it's only because you've been conditioned to think wiping is the civilized way. But let me tell you, cleanliness doesn't come from paper. It comes from what actually works. Let's talk about the environment. The US uses an estimated 36 billion rolls of toilet paper every year. That's millions of trees, just flushed away. The Indian method? No paper, no waste, just water. It's arguably one of the greenest ways to go. And now, even in cities like Mumbai or Delhi, you'll find modern bathrooms with health faucets, bidets, and even automated jet sprays. It's not just tradition, it's innovation. Indians have blended age-old logic with cutting-edge tech to create a better way to do, well, your business. Most Americans would find this shocking. We've been sold on the idea that dry paper equals cleanliness. But when you look at cultures across Asia, the Middle East, even parts of Europe, water is the standard. And they're not just surviving without toilet paper. They're thriving. It's not about being backward or underdeveloped. It's about efficiency, about thinking differently. Americans might scoff at using water. But think about this. If you had something gross on your hand, would you really just wipe it with a napkin and call it a day? This isn't just about toilets. It's about challenging assumptions, realizing that what we consider normal isn't universal. And sometimes the things we dismiss as primitive are actually smarter, cleaner, and more sustainable. India's water-based hygiene isn't just a cultural quirk. It's a window into a way of thinking that values the environment, respects the body, and adapts tradition into modern life. So what do you think? Could you ditch toilet paper forever? Let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely curious how many of you are bold enough to try it. And if this opened your eyes, hit that like button, subscribe to the Indian Reveal, and join us as we explore more surprising, eye-opening cultural truths that flip your perspective. Stay curious, stay open-minded. I'll see you in the next one.